Using cell phones during class should be banned from Waukee South Middle School. Okay, see how distracting that was? All your heads turned towards the sound. I'm here to tell you why cell phones should be banned from South Middle School. Students could be distracted by cell phones. Students can cheat on their tests and homework. Bullying can and will happen.
Students are distracted by cell phones in school. According to a survey at the University of Virginia, they say that 99% of their freshmen own a cell phone, and 75% of them bring it to class. Another self-survey taken of 268 college students said that 90% of them use their phone in class. The kids are constantly texting on them under their desks. We have to be like the FBI. Teachers are very frustrated over it, said a high school teacher at Manhattan High School. Too many students are becoming distracted by cell phones in school. Their teachers are getting sick of them texting in class, and the cell phones are distracting them from their schoolwork.
Okay, in our survey we gave the class, most kids said that they cheated on tests and homework before, but most of the teachers said that they never caught anybody. So that means that kids are cheating, but teachers aren't finding out about it. And kids mostly use their phones in English and math, where some of the curriculum is really important to learn, but they're cheating and not getting all that information. So phones should be banned in school.
Students are getting cyberbullied through cell phones. According to EU Kids Online, 7 in 10 young people are victims of cyberbullying, and that statistic could increase when you have phones in school. Mr. Young and Mr. Berry said that they get over 70 reports of cyberbullying a year. That's not even including the many others that get cyberbullied but are too scared to tell an adult. 30% of teenagers report they have experienced cyberbullying through their cell phones, and bringing them to school does not help that. There are a lot of young kids who get cyberbullied through social media, and having cell phones in school does not help the cyberbullying.
According to Amanda Linhart's article, 98% of cell phone owning parents say that the reason their teen has a phone is so that they can be in touch with their child. Parents like to be in touch with their kids all throughout the day, even if they are at school. Kids also like to be in touch with their parents all throughout the day as well. We will show that phones in school can be educational, they can be used for emergency and safety purposes, and kids get anxious without their phones. By the end of this argument, you will realize that phones should be allowed in school. Phones should be allowed in school because they have educational value. As stated by Josh Higgins of USA Today, 73% of advanced placement and national writing project teachers said that they let their students use phones in the classroom to complete assignments. This shows that a majority of teachers allow their students to use phones in the classroom to complete assignments and do research. Based on my experience, the majority of the time that we do research in English, all the computer labs are taken and all the iPads are taken too. So we have no other choice but to use our phones. We have also used our phones to complete projects in science and many other classes. Phones should be allowed in school because they have educational value.
Cell phones help keep us safe at school. According to Andrew A. Kling, that about 50% of calls to 911 are coming from mobile phones. That 50% of calls to 911 through mobile phones help keep us safe by making us able to get a hold of people who can help you if you're injured in any way. Consequently, network providers are working to meet the target date. One way they are doing so is through enhanced GPS information. When you have a cell phone in school that has a GPS, your parents can track you just to make sure that you're safe. Having cell phones in school is good because a cell phone is an easy way to contact your parents. A couple of reasons why you need to contact your parents are in case you need to tell your parents you'll be late getting home because maybe show choir practice is running late, or say you got detention after school. But think of this. Say our school had a power outage. How would we contact our parents? All the landlines at school wouldn't work. Everything would be shut down. And if we're not allowed to have our phones here, like I said, how would we contact our parents? That's why cell phones help keep us safe in school.
Students get really anxious when they don't have their phones with them or in their pockets. You can't say you've never gotten nervous when you don't have your phone with you or if you left it at your house. From personal experience, I've left my phone at my house or in another teacher's classroom, and all I wanted to do was have it back. Losing your phone today in society is horrible, but that's not quite a bad thing. Phones were made to have fun and to always be with us, so why are they taken away from us? According to USA Today, about $30 million worth of phones were stolen or lost in 2011. Last year, in my PE class, an 8th grade girl put her phone in her locker, went to class, came back, and someone had stolen her phone. You could see her starting to cry, and all she wanted to do was get it back. Finally, 2 days later, she found it. But still, you could see the terror in her eyes when she didn't have her phone.
All right, we have 2 minutes for rebuttal prep.
Should we pause it for this and start it from the bottom? Mr. Kerr. Mr. Kerr, will you stop the camera?
You know what's kind of ironic? They are probably the worst ones who won't have to come when they probably not.
There. I just wanted to get all of them in.
Okay, oh, come on. They already did. And once you're done doing that,
Are you back already? Yeah. I had to fill my water.
Yes, for me.
only broken phone.
No.
Okay, my opponent might say that you can use your phone for research, which can help you learn, and that's true, but we also have iPads and computers for that exact purpose, where the teachers can monitor what we're doing and make sure that we're on task and learning. They may also say that you can track your kid with the phone, but there are sign in and out sheets and agenda planners exactly for that, and the teachers should be aware of where you're going every minute that you're in the school. In emergencies, every classroom has phones that if your parents really need to get to you, then you can call the school and they can like tell what the emergency is. And also if there's a power outage, teachers have cell phones and we also have backup generators. So we would be able to reach our parents.
My opponent says that cell phones are distracting in school, but we disagree. We think that if you use your cell phone correctly in school, you should be able to have it in class. If we can have phones in school, we could use the internet for research. Because like we said, sometimes in class, computer labs aren't open or they're full, or there aren't enough iPads for the class. So how else are we supposed to research? Because if we can have our phones, we won't have anything to do. My group and I, we use, for math, we use calculator apps, because not everyone carries a calculator with them all the time. And I don't know if everyone does this, but I know some teachers, when there's an upcoming test, we use an app called Kahoot. And that also has to go with there might not be enough iPads, so we can use our cell phones with that. Therefore, cell phones are not distracting in class. That's why cell phones should be allowed in school. But we also thought that when our opponent says that kids cheat using their phones on tests, majority of the time, they don't use their phones. They have the answers written, like maybe on their hand or on their arm, hidden somewhere. And when we think of cyberbullying through cell phones, that normally doesn't happen in school. It normally is outside of school. So that's why we think that cell phones should be allowed in school.
Good job.
Students could be distracted from class, students could cheat, bullying could happen. Mr. Young and Mr. Berry say every year about 70 kids report cyberbullying to the school. There's most likely much more going on and the kids are too scared to tell the school. In the survey our group took, most kids use their phones in English and math. The office gets about 10 phones every day from teachers and take them away. There's most likely more phones that teachers do not turn in. So next time when you're messing around, texting in class, cheating on your phone, or cyberbullying someone, stop. You're in school to learn, not to be on your phone.
We've proven that cell phones should be allowed in school because they have educational value, and if you're using your phones appropriately, you should be able to use them. Also, they can be used for emergency purposes to call parents, or in serious situations to call 911. And finally, students get anxious when they don't have their phones with them or in their pocket. Kind of reminds us of the Hunger Games. The contestants would do anything just to get their prize, which is survival, but the only difference is our prize is to have our phone with us. Technology is advancing, and some people say that phones are useless, but are they really? Thanks to all the big name companies, we have a larger selection of technology, especially in phones. Phones are meant to be for fun and to be enjoyed, so why is society taking that away